It's very difficult to say which platform disgusts me the most. Is it Reddit or is it Twitch? They're very close to one another, and one day I would say, well, Reddit is pretty disgusting, but then I see what Twitch is doing, and it's like, okay, I was wrong. And then it's Reddit coming back, you know? So, for those of you who don't use Reddit, good on you. But the way it works is like this. Let's say you are a fan of something. Like, you're a fan of my channel. And you go on Reddit and you start a subreddit, it's called. And this subreddit is dedicated to my channel. And you guys post videos there, you talk to each other, you form a community. Now, unfortunately, once you do that, you are responsible for the behavior of that community because you decided to create it. Now you have to enforce the Reddit TOS. So if someone says the N-word, that person doesn't get banned by the Reddit admins. No, you have to ban them. Now, of course, you have to judge what is hate speech and what isn't. Like, if someone comes over there and makes a South Park joke, well, is it hate speech or is it not? You don't know. So usually people have to err on the side of caution, and they are going to ban things that wouldn't have been banned. Other platforms don't do this, right? So, for instance, Twitter. On Twitter, if someone says the N-word, they get banned. No one else is responsible. The same with YouTube. Like, if you say N-word in my chat, Google can ban you. You can get a community guideline strike for it. It's not the channel owner. But on Reddit and on Twitch, it's the same thing. Like on Twitch, if you go into the chat of a Twitch streamer and you start saying hateful slurs, that Twitch streamer can be banned over what you have said. So he has to hire moderators. He has to hire Jannies in order to clean his website according to the Twitch admins. And it's the same principle on Reddit as we discussed, right? Like the Jannies are the ones that have to clean up the subreddit in order to maintain their status. Now, what happens if the Jannies don't do that? Well, if the Jannies don't do that, then the admins step in. And if the admins step in, they can lock your subreddit, they can ban the Jannies, they can just take away the community you've created. They can take it away from you. And this is what's actually being advertised now. Last year, there was a change in Reddit's policy. They wanted to change the pricing for the API, and a lot of Jannies didn't agree with that. Now, whether you think that Reddit was in the right or not, that's besides the point. The idea is that the people who created the communities, the people who actually make Reddit, decided to go on strike. And what they did is that they privated subreddits and they made them not safe for work in other cases. So now the traffic of the website was down. And it basically shows that the people who are running Reddit are the actual managers of the communities. Because like at the end of the day, that's why people are there, you know? But Reddit reminded them that no, you're not users, you're the product. You are literally the bitches that we use in order to make money off of. And you do it for free because you're a fucking Janny. So basically what they did is like, if you don't stop the strike, we're just going to replace you. We're going to demote you from the position of Janny, and we're going to get some decent people that are in with the company line. And that's how that strike ended. Now, apparently, there is a policy change. And now you need the permission from Reddit in order to make the subreddit private or to make it not safe for work. What a beautiful platform. What an amazing platform. My God, I can't understand why more people don't use it. You know, there used to be a time when Reddit was actually very popular. They advertised themselves as the front page of the internet. It's like, you read it first on Reddit. Now it's got a very disgusting stigma. It's to the point where if you find out that someone goes on Reddit, you're like looking at them with disbelief and a little bit of disdain as well. It's like, ugh, why do you go there? Ugh, what's wrong with you? And the reasoning for it is like, as I mentioned before, most Jannies are far left extremists. And the reason for it is they have to be, because if they do not apply the TOS as extremely as possible, then they get their subreddit taken down. There's also a lot of shenanigans with power users. I'm not going to go into that. But, again, I genuinely don't understand why people want to use such a place. This is why I didn't create a community for myself on Reddit. Other content creators have it. I don't. It's just like one of the most disgusting social media platforms out there. The way they're running business and the way they're treating their community. They're treating them literally like they're cogs in the corporate machine. which they are, but like at least pretend they're not. So, as you can see, according to Ars Technica, this is due to last year's protest, which apparently have accelerated this policy change. And they don't want another protest, which could hurt Reddit financially. Community type settings have historically been used to protest Reddit's decision. And yeah, like look at the corpus speak, right? We want to hear from you when you think Reddit is making decisions that are not in your community's best interest, but if a protest crosses the line into harming Redditors, and Reddit will step in. In other words, just type shit and maybe we'll look at it, but like don't actually do something that makes us in a negotiating position. Because this is what it's about, right? And the thing with replacing the Jannies, there are certain communities where, believe it or not, people like the Jannies. I know it's stupid, but yeah. No, there are certain communities where people like the Jannies. And if you change the Jannies, people leave. So this is why Reddit was upset. It's like, oh shit. Like, what do we do? Can we... I mean, we can just demote them, right? We can take away their position, but the people actually stop going there. So now they're just making it so that they can't private their thing. And you know, like this, again, it reminds them it's not your thing. Even though, believe it or not, it does take a lot of effort to create a community. Like, it's a Herculean task to manage the community, to maintain, to moderate it, right? And you think it's yours because you worked for it. No, it's not yours. And it's not yours at all. Like, you can't even protest. You can't lock it down. And it reminds me of how character AI did business. It was the same thing. Like, people created bots. And once character AI decided to go full-on censorship, people wanted to delete the bots. But they were like, no, you're not deleting this. And they would ban the users that created the bot and force the bot to remain public. So yeah, apparently they're not having a very good vibe with their community, which is pretty much the same for a lot of social media nowadays. But I just miss the old days of the internet. You know, when there was mutual respect, like people respected the platform and the platform respected the people because there was some symbiosis there. Now the platform just viewed the people as a product. And obviously, like, Reddit wants to make money with their API. They're probably going to make money with AI. I mean, I'm pretty sure they may just have deals with companies to either create their own AI or to allow other AIs to scrape Reddit for data. So it is kind of sad. Let me know what you guys think, though, and as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.